We the Blessed of Luther Memorial started as an outreach in a brand new neighborhood of Ravenswood, here at the turn of the century. We spread the gospel, a message of God's grace. All these years later, we continue our quest to share the abundance of God's work, seen in praise overflowing, community overflowing, love overflowing, and grace overflowing, with community both immediate and beyond.
We, the Blessed of Luther Memorial, have not had an easy journey. When the river was diverted, the church was moved to where it stands now. After the 1929 stock market crash, we had to reach deep into our pockets. Go door to door, make sacrifices to keep the ministry going. Those were hard times, but we did not waver. The church became a beacon of grace overflowing in Ravenswood and beyond, as our ministry was forged in both the trials and joys of life together. We, the Blessed, flourished in the 1950s after the ravages of the Second World War. The building was added onto, programs added, ministers added, staff added. The church was a beacon for the gospel of grace here. We had a community overflowing.
1970s brought decline in the urban landscape, and we, the Blessed, and the few held on to grace overflowing. We worked to hold on to the precious gift that we were given. We continue praising the God that would not abandon us, but provided grace upon grace.
Today, the days of urban decline and church decline are long gone. We're growing and growing quickly, growing in faith, growing in community, growing in vision. Our programs are involving church members almost every day of any given week. We're hitting the streets with food in our hands. We're stocking shelves at the Friendship Center. We're taking the youth on trips far and wide to meet humanity in the many corners of our nation. And we're growing as a community that embraces and creates art as a way of praising God.
We know God is calling us to do more. We know our hearts are calling us to do more. We know we can do more.
We, the Blessed, began with an education building. We added a sanctuary, barely completing it. Then, years later, we renovated. Our history is full of starts and spurts of growth, followed by hard times and trying to hold on. The building has served us, but served us with a patchwork of disconnected corridors and confusing room alignment. It is a challenge to the elderly, those with mobility issues, everyone with a bad knee or tired back. We can do better for our community.
An elevator is needed to help us be a truly open and welcoming community. The rooms of LMC are loved but worn. Their capacity is limited. Their flexibility is limited. Our doors need once again to be pushed further open with an entrance that is both inviting and promising of the love we know that is behind them.
But most of all, we need to unlock the full potential of the space of LMC. Allow everyone to be able to use every room. Allow every program to be accessible to everyone who wishes to participate. To allow new ministries and community outreach to have a comfortable, compatible home to work from. It is time for the cobbled patchwork of years of blessed building to unify into the promise made by the Blessed years ago.
A place that all can come forth and proclaim grace overflowing. We stand as an open and welcoming community. We can make our building reflect that identity. We must make that reflect our identity so Chicagoland can experience the boundless grace of grace overflowing here.